Good news from around the world. Season 2, Episode 4, Take 26. Happy Monday, world, and welcome to another episode of Take 27. Happy Monday, world, and welcome to Take 28. This has been my boom stand taped together. We can't do this. Thank you. Alright, we're back. Take 29. In this episode, I want to talk about marijuana and hemp. There's a lot in the media these days about the marijuana industry and the rise of the legalization. I'm going to share with you some incredible stories that are happening as a result of the legalization of marijuana. Let's get started. Before I begin, I want to identify the difference between THC and CBD. While THC stimulates the brain, it's more of the psychoactive ingredient, the high. CBD contains a lot of medicinal properties without the psychoactive ingredient, so you can get all the benefits without the feeling of being high. Depending on the strain of plant you get, they will have varying differences in the amount of THC and CBD. Also, if there are any children watching, just because that marijuana is legal in certain places doesn't mean you can just take it. You have to treat it as something medicinal, something that people use to get rid of symptoms. You have to be educated, you have to be a certain age, you have to talk to your doctor, you have to talk to your parents, you have to know what you're doing. This is Charlotte Figi. Now, she's an 8-year-old girl from Colorado. She suffers from Dravet syndrome, and she's prone to multiple seizures a day. Nothing was helping this girl. Absolutely nothing. When she started taking CBD, her seizures drastically reduced. Now remember, Charlotte is taking CBD, not THC. So she's not walking around as an 8-year-old that's stoned or high. The medical industry has known that for 150 years, marijuana has reduced seizures in patients, but because it's been illegal, they couldn't use it. Because marijuana is legal in the state of Colorado, families from all over the states are going to Colorado to get their children treated. 11 children were in a study that took CBD to reduce their seizures. Now, 8 out of 11 of them had a 98% reduction in their seizures. The FDA, which is the Food and Drug Administration in America, is actually looking at CBD to be put into certain prescriptions. Think of Advil or Tylenol or NyQuil being infused with CBD or THC. The plant is also been known to protect against cancer, to reduce muscle spasms, to relieve pain, as an antidepressant, as an antioxidant, an anti-diabetic, improves blood circulation, and a whole ton of other positive uses. When I was growing up, I was taught that marijuana was the gateway drug. The drug that you would have too much of and then you'd need your next fix and something stronger and something bigger. But that's not true. A study done at the University of British Columbia now suggests that marijuana is an excellent exit drug. Alcoholics and people addicted to harsher drugs are now turning to marijuana to ease them out of their addiction. Because it increases relaxation, it also reduces stress, it reduces anxiety, and it helps with depression. I mentioned before that the state of Colorado has legalized marijuana. Because of this, Colorado has made so much money in taxes off the sale of this plant. They've made so much money that they want to give back. So they're putting $66 million into an anti-bullying campaign for children. This program has existed for the past 4 years, but there was just no funding for it. I don't see lettuce and tomato sales stopping bullying. The program is going to fund an anti-bullying coach that's going to travel to different schools and educate the students on how not to bully, what to do if you are bullied, and for the bullies, the consequences of their actions. Drinking alcohol is very hard on your liver, which can cause liver disease. I'm no expert, but I think you need a liver to live. Why else would they call it that? Because of the abuse of alcohol, the liver actually becomes inflamed. Enter marijuana. Researchers took 320,000 patients that had abused alcohol and divided them into two sections. Group A casually used marijuana. Group B never used marijuana. Group A that casually used this anti-inflammatory plant were at way less odds of developing liver disease. I am not encouraging you guys to drink and take marijuana at the same time. For any of you who have done that, no, it is not a good mix. In almost every industry out there, men occupy almost every single executive position, so the decision makers of an industry. But in the marijuana industry, women are occupying 1/3 of the executive positions. Women have a massive role in this industry. They're presidents, they're directors, they're VPs, they're managers, they're decision makers. That's way more than any other industry. There's even an organization called Women Grow to bring more women into the cannabis industry. I'll leave links to stuff in the description box, so be sure to check that out. This is really cool. So this is a product called Hempcrete. It's basically a brick made of hemp that you can use in your house as insulation. Hemp has been used for years in a ton of products, in clothing, in rope and hats, and a whole bunch of stuff. Now it's going to be in your house. They compress hemp, water, and lime to make this compact brick. Now Hempcrete is super light, it's flame resistant, it's water resistant, and it's pest resistant. It's non-toxic, it's natural, it's breathable, and it's energy efficient. This is the Hempcrete right here being put into a house that's being built, and it's supposed to last hundreds of years. That's good for the environment. That's it, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you learned anything, let me know. I'd love to hear your comments. Also, how much better is this thing than my old setup? Have a great week, guys. See you next Monday.